foul creatures, it is me, MainMotar. I just wanted to give a quick reaction to the latest entry into the monsterverse. Godzilla vs. Upon awakening this day, I had but one thought on my mind. Will they do this movie right? And by some twist of this abysmal timeline, they in fact did. As a longtime Godzilla fan, I knew this day would eventually come. Seeing all the support Kong's been rallying these past few years did, however, have me a little bit concerned. How would Legendary handle these two IPs? How the hell were they gonna pull this off without pissing off and or alienating either fan base? Well, ladies and gentlemen, they in fact did. They did pull it off, and it was glorious. Let me rewind a bit. I was never a fan of Kong. The 62 Godzilla that I saw as a child had me scratching the flesh from my face in sheer frustration. How the hell can a giant ape with no discernible power go up against the king of monsters and arguably win? When he stuck that tree in Godzilla's mouth and Godzilla didn't immediately incinerate it, I was bewildered, to say the least. This film ingrained a deep and biting dislike for the giant ape. That is, until this movie. In Godzilla vs. Kong, Kong had a journey. Kong had an arc. Kong was humanized and had depth of character. This movie was not just about a giant monster fight, which it had, and it was awesome, but Kong's story of finding his lost identity, all of which anyone could have surmised from the many, many trailers. While Godzilla was treated like a force of nature, a threatening presence lurking in the backdrop, ready to wreak absolute havoc on everything. And I think they tied the story together rather well. The whole Hollow Earth, Apex, and Monarch, the humans trying to conquer a force of nature and ultimately being slapped from their arrogance by said force. Kong returning to Hollow Earth was a major part of the movie. His journey wasn't overstuffed or tedious. The human characters that provided exposition were trimmed of all unnecessary storyline, and the movie only barely touches on the ancient beef between the Titan species, which is a welcome surprise. If they want to go deeper into the story of Kong's ancestors, save that shit for another movie. I had a ton of questions going into this, most of which were answered. And I'm not gonna sit and pick apart every last detail of the movie. Sure, there were some ideas, concepts, and plot points that were either not addressed or addressed very briefly with a just go with it attitude. It didn't matter. The fights were amazing, and I strongly believe that whether you're a Godzilla fan or a Kong fan, the scales were definitely balanced in terms of the two fandoms. There's something for everyone here, and hopefully studios will see that there's a growing interest in these films, old fans and new fans alike. It's not an indie film, but if you want to save the monsterverse, I really suggest you go check this movie out. Well, until next time, this is MainMotar with my movie reaction.